Shits.
Oh, see all those bruises? Ooh. I like that split though down the bicep right there. See, turn it over like that. Ooh. Back. Pull it back over. A lot of bruises. A lot of bruises. A lot of grabs. What's happening, everybody? Look at that. For the first time, I got the mute off from the start. Hello, my YouTubers. How cool is this? We got the big old 1 million subscribers over here on YouTube. So thank you to you guys out there rocking and rolling. We've been a couple days here. Thank you so much. Been a couple days of filming some cool Mad Max road warrior, straight up road warrior. Which so fun. If you guys know me, being a gladiator and being able to do some of these shows and some of these movies where there's fighting and choreography and stunts involved, it is so fun. Mostly if you're that guy that no matter what, you're always that kid that wants to go out there on your BMX Night Rider bike and go off the jumps. So thank you guys. Thank you. And I love that we get to see your profile shots too over here on this. I love that. Thank you, Mike. So we got to do a lot of cool stuff, got a little bit of rigging. And so I was hanging off a nice 1970s kind of like war truck. So I got to be hanging off the backside shooting. And so that was even a blast being able to shoot this. I guess it was a AK-47. Is that what that would be? In a sense.
It's an M4.
M4?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between an M4 and an AK-47?
Country.
Okay.
Yeah.
AK-47 is a Russian, right? Yeah. And was one of the best ever developed. Is that right? Mm-hmm. See, I know a little bit just because I watched the documentary on that bad boy. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Do you ever do back bridges?
I do. As of recently, again, did a lot all the way through all the shows, all the way up into my mid 40s with gladiators. Did a lot of back bridges, but started back. My recommendation is don't stop back bridges. There's some things that will come back much easier, like stretching or splits will come back. But back bridges is it's a good one to keep in there. A good one to keep in there. And there's some nice little rotation on the necks and stuff. So I got to keep doing it though. I'm using a what are they called? Bolsa ball. One of those little like ab balls or blow up.
The big one?
Yeah.
The medicine ball.
Medicine. Well, bigger than medicine. This is medicine ball.
Oh yeah, Bolsa ball.
Bolsa ball. So I'll lean over that to get that stretch in there and that rotation. And then always do it if you're still putting muscle on because it's a different body each time you load another 5 pounds of muscle to that body. So that's a cool thing too, though. But yeah, back bridges, keep it in there. Great question. Keep those in there.
Truck driver here. Love the videos on nutrition and weightlifting tips. It's hard when you're on the road all day, but got to stay with it.
So I would say, if I didn't have experience in that realm, I did a summer of driving trucks from Kirkland all the way down to Portland every day and back. Food was fine. I had the old school igloos back in my day. But no, as truck drivers, I have a lot of one-on-one clients that are truck drivers, and it's easy to do the meals. Easy as cheesy as can be. So, and if you ever run out of meals, beef jerky is your best friend. So you can definitely do it. You just got to be thinking ahead. Sorry about that. I'd love to give you an out on that and go, no, that's the one thing. The one thing that's tough, to do your meals is when you're locked into a position where you cannot step away to eat. A doctor in the operating room. That's one of those few that you can't do it. You're in a court case. You're locked in there. You can't do it until they release you. So there is some things that I'll give it out to, but truck driver's not one of them. Sorry, my friend. Keep doing your thing though, and I'm glad that you appreciate it, but just push it a little harder on being prepared.
Steve Pack wants to see a full split.
A full split. I will show you that at the end of this, and that's when I will reveal at the end of this cut. You will see it, but you're going to see all those bruises too. I got to get a better underguard shirt for these pythons. I can't keep getting them bruised.
Thoughts on Eddie Hall and how he's training his son?
I saw. The only thing that I wouldn't do is the form when just the form. That would be the only thing. Eddie knows what he's doing. Eddie's a beast himself. Eddie's a strong and a huge. Eddie looks short, doesn't he? You don't think he looks short?
I don't really.
Big Eddie Hall, but he looks short next to Thor and stuff. But I look short next to Thor. Yeah, Eddie's a big, tall guy too. He's I guess over 6'2". His kid's a monster of a child. So yeah, just only he knows what he's doing. I trust Eddie. And sometimes I even say get nasty so the form isn't pretty, and I'd just be a little weary on the kid. That's the only thing.
Any tips for quickening recovery of a tweaked shoulder? More stretching or less? Pushed a little weight around, or let it completely rest?
To fix something, blood needs to flow through there, and blood needs to flow through more. So the first thing I would do is, it's not so much stretching, but I would still force in blood through working out and movement, and then I would talk to Titan Medical and get on some peptides like BPC and TB500, those two particularly. So call up Titan Medical right now, get on those two to help the recovery. And then also stay with them after you're recovered. Those are two that I do yearly all the time.
I'm 45. Do you feel like recovery needs to go up as you get older?
Recovery definitely it has to go up as you age. And you got to be smarter with the lifting too. So it all increases in a different format. So you won't be doing as much volume, but you'll be training smarter. And then at the same time, your recovery has to be even more on point compared to the young 20-year-old when you were 20. So yeah, always be smarter. That's what keeps you in the game too. Just growing, being smarter, understanding how to hit your body. And the unfortunate is that age will teach you how to hit your body better with less. It's not something that can be told, because only you can tell yourself, okay, I hit it hard enough and now I need to step away.
Do you still warm up through the movement, or do you have a pre/post stretching routine?
100% through the movement. That will not change. That is the number one thing that's kept me in the game. Being smart on the warm-ups and only doing what I need to do in that range of motion. Thank you. Great question, though.
Yo, Mike, what are your top 5 exercises?
Squat, deadlift, incline bench, behind the neck shoulder press, bent over rows.
Ooh, little quickie. Top 5 bangers.
Is that too fast?
No, that was. Sometimes you got to hit
just for structure of body, but it's for the enhancement of the body, so I can keep doing this. And I bet you my top 5 exercises will probably be the top 5 exercises you shouldn't do as you get older. I'll guarantee there's some social media guys out there saying that.
Yeah, it's on the same list.
Yeah, it's on the same list. Mike Warren's top 5 to do for him and why he's doing it, and Robbie's and Frank's and Arnold's. But but it'll be on all these guys, the snowflakes, to not do list. However you want to say that.
Is long-term fasting bad for your health?
Fasting is bad for you. That's already That's already out there, guys.
There's gonna be some fire on that one,
Oh well.
but only from the people that look unhealthy and are fasting all day.
I love those memes. Keto diet's the great.
Yeah.
38-year-old
Right.
looking 100.
Tips for maintaining healthy pecs as a power lifter.
Stay with incline more than flat. Keep in partials. Keep in floor presses, overloads. Make sure that form is always on point. The rotation of the shoulders is there. And then slow it down in the off season at times. Because I know as a power lifter, it's a lot of movement, a lot of explosion, a lot of speed work. I would also work the other side of that. That's my recommendation.
Hey, Mike, what are your thoughts on the 5x5 rep scheme?
Yeah, I loved when I came up with that early years and stayed with it for so long. Still one of the best things to go to.
Is this the official channel?
Let's see.
Are you Mike O'Hearn?
I don't know. Titan, are you on here?
Well, I'm going back up to the top really quick, guys.
Yeah. Jeffrey's just scomming or combing? Scomming through. It's a combination of combing and scones.
Kind of answered
You
this
guys don't
one.
even know what scones are.
Are you an advocate of mobility work before lifting?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And one of the main reasons is you want a little stiffness in the muscle as you're working through the exercise. You don't want to be a rubber band.
Best way to help build up my upper chest some more. I'm 19, but the lower chest feels like it's overtaking my upper.
That's every guy out there. Yeah. I would drop all the lower chest exercises, the flats and stuff, and just stay with the 20s. A little younger than I did, but by the end of that, I guess I was 25, 24, 25 when I stopped flat and only did inclines from then on. Yeah.
So do you think there's anything wrong in a chest routine to just go from one incline to another incline to a different incline, then a fourth incline, different exercises?
Yeah, I think incline bench is your first one. Get that size, the thickness, the rotation, and the flexibility in your chest and shoulders. And then you could hit some incline dumbbells after that, some incline flies, and then finish it out with a full exercise of stretching, some cables or some flat flies. If you want to do some flat dumbbells, it's cool at that point too. But I'm good with that.
Yeah,
I'm good with sitting on the upper. And it's also like, because we're men and we already have a natural lower chest, there's maybe other body parts that are similar to that for you individuals. You know, maybe you walk on your toes, so you have an overdeveloped calves already. So that calf work is less. Maybe you have shorter legs, and so you really sit on your toes when you squat, and so you have these huge quads but no hamstrings. So focus on the hamstrings. Focus on what's weak on you to balance it out. And so for most guys, I've never met a guy that walks around with a naturally developed upper chest, but almost every guy has a developed lower chest. So that's why I'm so extreme on the upper.
What's your go-to ab exercises?
Decline abs and hanging leg raises. Hanging leg raises can do as much as you want, even to warm up or something. But decline abs too. Those are the two go-tos. And then when you do the decline, you're pulling from that lower ab. Pull from the lower abs, pulling up.
Is that kind of like your reasoning with the incline? Everyone's got the uppers.
Yeah, the upper abs are
Easy.
It's the lower abs that you need to develop more. Everybody's got that top one. You know, you get that kind of heavy set guy going, no, you can see my abs. I can see your upper abs layered by some fat, but no, let's slice and dice and let's get those lower abs in. It's those weird body parts, like the lower abs make abs look great.
Yes.
The rear delts make shoulders great.
Mm-hmm.
A good upper chest makes a full chest look great. A meaty tricep makes an arm look great. Yeah, it's not the bicep. A moderate bicep with a meaty tricep looks great. A ridiculous bicep with half tricep looks injury prone. It looks weak. It looks odd to me. This is just my take on those things. Like, I think a hamstring and glutes looks better than huge quads.
Should you train obliques, or does it make your waist too thick?
Well, you're training a muscle. So I want you to answer that. If you train a muscle, what does the muscle do? Right? So be smart about that. And again, it's a great question for you guys that don't know, but muscles don't get smaller because you train them. They get bigger because you train them. You're in a real clean mode, aren't you?
Does that work with every muscle?
I want to get to this computer so I can make the photos.
Oh, go get in there. Yeah, so just think about that. For whatever you're doing, think about that. If you're training your abs all season, right? All year. Forget it. I'm training my abs all year. I've said this numerous times, and you can go find these videos. You're going to get a thicker waistline. Well, wait a minute. You're supposed to train your abs all year. Who says that? You're thickening them up. Abs are such an easy body part. Don't get so caught up into that. Listen, you squat, your abs are working. You deadlift, your abs are working. You if you're doing chest properly, you're still contracting your abs. So the abs are getting stuff done. But if you directly train them, you're going to get a thicker waist. And that's why they have such beautiful waists when they're 20. And by 40, they have these thick bloated weights. Everybody will say it's because of the chemicals. It's because they're training them still. They're still training them. So everything gets bigger. Everything that you're training is going to continue to get bigger. And you're going to lose that balance. Be smart about your training. Don't just, I got to train every body part because that's what it is. Well, some things that you might have genetically, you won't need to train as hard. And then use that energy, because it is energy, during the week on a body part you do need to train harder. And even double it up if you want. You got terrible shoulders? Train it twice a week for a while. You got great quads? Maybe every other week. You guys, I'm going to go off on a tangent here.
Hit them.
You guys keep freaking out about the workouts and stuff, or you got to eat this and you got to have the cinnamon and you got to these fine-tuned little things. It's just like you nitpick going, I got to do cardio every single day, or I'm going to die by 55 because your heart. It's like, you guys ever watch anything relative? Where's the common sense in this? There's people that live until they're 80 and so on, beyond that, in jail, that haven't done anything except a half an hour of in the yard standing around a day. I'm talking about people in jail. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they eat 2 meals, a couple of cheese sandwiches a day. And those guys live in life doesn't work that way. You're not as fragile as you think you are. There's TV shows about people that are 800 pounds and they're still moving and grooving. Well, not really moving and grooving, but they're still living. They haven't done anything. They haven't even stood up for a while. So the body is an amazing thing. And I think there's becoming a point of being so scared from some of the influence out there saying, you got to do cardio every single day. And you 18 and 19-year-olds are freaking out already going, I got to do cardio. You're 18, 19. Holy cow, relax a little bit. Holy shnikes. get out there, train smart. Don't be so what is that, hypochondriac?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't be such a hypochondriac. And listen to those people that, and really look at those people that are speaking about this stuff and what they are still doing and looking like.
How important is to you the timing of the meals? Is timing important? I know what you eat is important. What about when you eat?
Yeah, I believe timing is really important. I think you should eat every 3 hours, if not every 2 hours. Mostly if you're trying to put on muscle and you're trying to be a bodybuilder or an athlete, or you're trying to put size on. Yeah, I like the 2 hours to 3 hours and getting those meals in there. And that's an important one to me. And that's how I've been since a youngster. And that's how we are with Titan.
Top 5 supplements excluding creatine and whey protein.
BCAAs, EAAs, Yohimbe, calcium and magnesium, L-carnitine.
Booyah. How do you maintain the muscle while maintaining a solid cardio regimen?
I don't know how you would, because you wouldn't be doing cardio all year unless that's your athletic thing. Then it's just a calorie intake. You got to take in such a good amount of calories because you're doing the cardiovascular for maybe activity that you're doing, like maybe you like, what is the 10 speeds?
10.
When they ride the bikes for long distance.
Oh, yeah, the cycling shit.
The cycling, like I guess that's bike cycling.
Yeah.
Lance Armstrong,
Yeah,
one nut did.
cycling, Tour de France shit.
So you're doing that because that's your hobby.
What'd you
your
call
fun.
it?
One nut. So yeah, it's a calorie intake. It's just a calorie intake, and you're gonna have to take in a lot because you're burning so much because you're out there doing it.
Let's assume he just means for a 3-month period on a cut.
I don't think he does mean that.
I know.
The question to me, and will you get back to us
Yeah,
on this?
because it's maintaining.
Your question seems to me that you do cardio all year. Yeah, so that solid cardio regimen. So I'm thinking that you do it all year, or maybe you're doing that also because you compete in martial arts, or you're grappling in some sense. So you got to keep that cardiovascular high. Now, but if you're doing the martial arts, so then you're getting your cardiovascular there at the end of class when you're rolling. So I wouldn't do much more than that. Mostly if you're trying to keep your muscle and retain it, you're trying to retain that muscle. Get back to us though. What is your period of time? Like I'll use cardio 12 months out of the entire year. So for 9 months, I won't touch cardio. But for 12 weeks, I will to do a slice to metaphorically jump on stage, but it'll be for like a movie or just for me to get in shape. During that time, I'm trying to retain as much muscle as I possibly can, but I still lose muscle. I still lose some.
What workout shouldn't people be doing in the gym, but they still do them?
High rate cardiovascular weightlifting. You know, the guys that are in there and they're bouncing around between 3 exercises lifting. That's the one thing I wouldn't do, because you're not getting the benefit of weightlifting, and on top of that, so you're kind of blowing.
Just 1 = 9. So
What's the number then?
147.
So yeah, so that's the one workout I wouldn't recommend people to do. You want the benefit from weightlifting. At the end of the day, that anybody's here, your benefit from weightlifting would be true longevity, to retain the muscles, keep your body strong for as long as you're here on the planet, the best you can. The best you can.
I cannot even try.
Good question, though. It's a great question. And again, I understand that people are probably watching a lot of stuff and they don't know.
Yeah.
But they think that oh no, that's the go-to. You want to go in there, you want to bounce around and 30 seconds to the most between sets on your weightlifting. And it's like, no, it's not sustainable. And you're losing the benefit of weightlifting.
Hey, Mike, 45-year-old kid here. Been lifting since I was 19. Do you think cardio plays a more important role as we age compared to when we were young? And what's your approach to cardio and heart health?
Well, your heart health is, again, it's going to be hereditary, along with you're getting that health with weightlifting.
Hereditary.
Yeah, sorry. Also, nutrition is going to play a part into that. But the concept of that you have to do cardio as you age, you can still get that in with your weightlifting. And then for me, again, like I said earlier, I do it for 12 weeks just to really get that body. But I also get checkups. Make sure that you're getting, here's the one thing. To assume because you're getting older that you have to start doing something because you saw it online, right? Everybody online will go, oh, as you get older, you got to just forget the weightlifting and just do cardiovascular for your heart. Again, we go back to what I said earlier. Your heart is not that weak. Mm-hmm. Again, I don't know how to help you discover that except for just pointing out common sense things. You know, people that live so long in jail doing absolutely nothing, or these TV shows with these 600-pound, 800-pound people. Again, the heart isn't that fragile. So to think it is, okay, great. Let's go hypothetically, your heart's so fragile. Go get it checked and see how your heart's doing. And that way you can relax a little bit and not be this hypochondriac that you get 40, 45 and you're like, I got to do cardio every single day or I'm going to die by 50. All right. Or you could be like George Burns and smoke cigars and drink and womanize until you're 100 years old, doing no cardio except for that 8 seconds with each girl.
That's all you need. That's a lot of girls, though.
Again, you guys got to stop this whole hypochondriac thing that your bodies are so weak and your hearts are so fragile. Prepare, be smart, check your heart, but don't be this guy that just stress. You guys do know stress is number one, right? Stress is the biggest thing. That's the guy. And so for you, people out here that are stressing that your heart is so fragile, that's stress. At least if you go get checked and your doctor says, you got a great heart, nice job, you got a heart of a 25-year-old, mm-hmm. Then you can stop stressing so much.
Thoughts on standing barbell overhead press?
Oh, it's a great one. Man, that's a beast move. Beast move. Good job. Yeah, if you can keep that into your regimen. We've done that a couple times now, this as of late with this Navy SEAL guy, David. But yeah, standing behind the neck, standing front press. It's a great exercise.
Standing reverse
press. Woo! I got that from a jiu-jitsu buddy. Great question. That is pretty. Is this going out, Mo?
Yes.
Somebody's getting that.
It's not yours.
It's not mine.
Put it down.
Let me see if I cover the. Oh, there it is.
That's the trick.
Down. Cover the eyes. What do we got? Ooh, good questions today, guys.
Mike, I've been seeing a lot of science-based nerds preaching that barbell rows are the worst exercise for the back. What do you say?
Yeah, I've seen it too. I think it's adorable. Still one of the best exercises. I love that Arnold still does that and Robbie still does that. Mm-hmm. Guys in their 70s and 80s. Frank Zane, I love it. It's a great exercise. Great exercise.
Mike, how can you choose the perfect split for muscle growth? It's so difficult to choose after hearing a different thing from every person in the fitness industry.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you want to fail, ask everybody their opinion. If you want to fail, ask everybody their opinion. I will guarantee that you get nowhere in life. And again, there is no perfect plan, because your perfect plan today won't work in 3 months. So just remember that. So that's the great thing about life. Start a plan, hang with it for a while, right? Hang with that for the next 12 weeks, crush it, and then switch to a new plan. And you get to discover what's working and what's not working for you. So that's the best way to do it. If you're going to always wait until you know what the perfect plan is, my friend, you will never start. Great question, though. And again, the noise, you guys, and I'm not the guy that said it. Arnold might be one of the main guys that I've heard say it, is stop listening to so many freaking voices outside of you. Start discovering a lot of this for yourself. You're here right now. So you asked me some questions. You asked me about heart health. You asked me about cardiovascular. Now, you heard my point of view on it. Go get your heart checked. That's anybody's point of view. Go get your heart checked, right? And then start your cardiovascular. And then see how your body changes over this next year and how much you need. And disregard anything I said. Go try it yourself and try to find this out for yourself. You've got to, all of you have got to get out there and try this stuff. Now I can guide you. I can get you a good nutrition plan. You start with it, get there 12 weeks. We'll get you in shape and then change it. Change it how you think that it should work. You want to do low carbs? Great. Try it out. You want to do high carbs? Great. Try it out. But you're going to have to switch this stuff up. There's no perfect diet. There's no perfect training plan. You've got to change them periodically.
Mike, on incline, do I go heavy or light? Do I do a mixture of both? By the way, love your videos, and I truly admire your hard work.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. There's no light, so it's just rep range. Decide on that rep range and go as heavy as you can for that rep range. So if you're picking 5s, cool, some good weight there. If you're picking 12s, again, pick some good weight to get barely 12 and rock and roll, my friend. Again, for anybody that doesn't know this, there's no such thing as lightweight. Use heavy as weight you can move for the rep range you're going.
Is gym equipment better nowadays than the equipment of years ago?
Absolutely not. They absolutely destroyed it.
Yeah.
They crushed it in the 90s. The 90s, they had some of the best equipment, machines and everything. And now they're trying to get, they crushed it. Arthur Jones really just did a great job with a lot of his equipment. Just absolutely beautiful. That old school chain stuff. But the 90s.
Do you ever use kettlebells?
I do for holding my doors in the gym open.
That's true.
I have them holding up a couple bars as well. I don't think that technically means I'm using them, but they're of use.
Besides lifting and socializing with fitness peeps, what brings you intense happiness every day or week?
I don't. I'm trying to think if I socialize with any fitness peeps. I don't think we do.
You don't?
Not really. Most of the people we socialize with aren't fitness peeps. They're workout people, but not fitness. It's time with the pups. And some good high days, some good cheat days. Those are some good times. And we're movie buffs, or at least I'm a movie buff. She would probably be a movie buff if I could get her to sit still for a while. I'm speaking of Mona, who's off camera, who doesn't want to put her arm up next to me. Look how bruised these are. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't stepping over here.
Stop doing jujitsu. Okay, see? Look at that. I'm just saying, guys, I don't even have to do arms this year anymore. I'm done.
That's annoying. She walks around like that 24/7.
Steve Pack, such good gems. 10 years listening and training with Mike. I look better at 47 than 37. Oof.
Who said that?
Steve.
Steve Pack.
Steve
Where's
Sushi
my
Pack.
Starbucks?
Where you at, Steve?
Where
Where
you?
my Starbucks?
Why don't you hang out with us, Steve?
What's going on?
Now, see,
Nah,
here's
you know, he's
somebody
not
we
allowed.
hang out
He's
with
not allowed
once
to
in a
hang
while.
out with you anymore. You know
He's
that.
not? Wife said no?
Mhm.
Crazy.
I didn't know that. I didn't know.
What do you do?
Miss you, Stevie.
Tips on being successful outside of the gym.
Be successful in the gym for yourself. And that set me up to be successful outside. So there's no motivation. It's just discipline. And that discipline plays out in everything you do. Great question. Great question. Nice job, guys.
For the first time, I've disagreed with the abs thing. Yeah, Mike.
Congratulations.
Get your fucking shit together, Mike.
Congratulations.
You and your wide, blocky waist. Enjoy cooking in the kitchen videos.
Thank you. She's a good cook. I got lucky on that one.
Tore my bicep deadlifting. Not going to do surgery. Any tips on getting back what I lost and keep it from happening again? I love deadlifting. Thanks.
Muscle memory.
Well, yeah, I would get it. I guess it's too late at this point if you didn't get it reattached already. Well, to get back, I mean, again, you're not going to get back what you had because there's a difference to it now. So make sure it's healthy. Get back to the deadlifting. Not happening again. I wish I could say that, but that's not life. Life doesn't work that way, unfortunately. We're all taking risks every day we get up and get out there, my friend. You're a warrior. I was with one of the strongmen this last weekend doing a lecture, and he was talking about when he tore his bicep. It must have about in 28 or so, and he goes, welcome. The other strongman said, welcome to the team. So they all had torn biceps, and that was one of the codes for those guys. But yeah, you got to just get back there and start pushing. And that's what he talked about that in his bicep about. One day he just kind of went in the gym and says, I got to get not physically over it, but mentally over it and really start pushing again. Because this kid has a chance to be the strongest in the world. You know, he's taken up to third. So it's a great discussion about mindset.
Mike, would you say a pre-workout is necessary or can you go without it?
That's individuals. I like my pre-workout. Mona never has a pre-workout. Jeffrey went a couple years with pre-workouts throughout the day and stopped doing them all the time. So that's an individual thing. Again, I do think that everybody should do their aminos and stuff like that before the gym. That way your body has the best chance of getting the best workout and best recovery as you are breaking it down, as you're stimulating the muscle.
I think that I might hop back on the juice. I think they're good. Any tips for lifting heavy while avoiding injury?
No, life doesn't work that way.
If you're fucked, you're fucked.
Well, yeah. You're telling the race car driver to go out there and drive it.
Yeah.
200 miles an hour, 300 miles. I don't know how fast they go.
Stay safe.
It's pretty crazy. And go, I guarantee you're never going to get in a wreck. It's just, that's not life, guys. I can't even tell you if you never train that you're not going to hurt your bicep moving a couch. That's how much most of the guys I know, they've hurt their bodies putting something in the top cupboard, you know, through their shoulder out, and picking up their dog and throwing their bicep out, or moving a couch and throwing their bicep out and their backs out. So unfortunately, guys, don't come to me saying, hey, is there a way? We just do the very best we can and try to be safe. I know that training like an idiot and going in there and just doing speed work on everything 24/7, like you're still trying to get ready for the combines, like you're 22 years old. that's going to set you up where you're going to be percentage higher, much higher to get injuries. But just get in there, train smart. It's like anything. Train the body as much as you need and the body parts that you need, and then get out. Compared to the person that says, well, I got to do every body part. I got to do my cardio. I got to do if you're in there for 3 hours a day, compared to the guy that's doing 1 hour, more of a chance. Be smart. Sorry, my friends. I wish I could say it differently, but that would be lying to you guys. So sorry, no go.
How can I grow my side delts faster?
If anybody can teach me how to do something faster when it comes to weightlifting, I would love to hear that. Body grows as the body grows.
Top shoulder exercise.
So I can train shoulders. It's just still that behind the neck press. It allows me to connect with everything. It keeps that range of motion, the shoulders healthy, so I can train them all. And then one thing I found with everything else is slowing it down a bit helps the shoulders for me. But I get nasty at times, and so I move through them, go back and forth. Like every fourth workout, I'll explode through exercises, then I'll pull it back.
Why does a reverse grip bench work the tricep more?
Why doesn't? Elbow position and where the force comes from. Removes it from the chest and front delts, puts it in the triceps. And that's why that's not why it was made, but that's why it was really discovered and utilized, because the guys that were powerlifting back in the late 80s and early 90s kept tearing their chests. And so they were trying to figure out ways to do bench press because they loved it so much, but in a way that was safer for the chest.
Mike, any advice on how to work out your core as a paraplegic lifter? I'm paralyzed from the waist down, but I have full function of the upper body.
Great. I love the fact that you are wanting to do it and getting there, and you got to keep that movement going. Props to you. Again, it depends on how much you can load up. For you, strapping down the legs, still doing some crunches with your legs strapped down would be a great way. Again, I'm assuming you're getting to the gym and there's possibly somebody that works with you at times. That's what I would recommend. Strap downs, that's how most of the people that I've worked with that are paralyzed from the waist down would be just a strap to hold the legs and get a counterbalance for you to use the upper body with the balance. Props to you, brother.
You're a decent father, Mike. You're decent.
Thank you.
You're okay. I mean,
see, he didn't write it that way.
You're not the. I know.
He didn't write it. He didn't.
I know.
See, you hear Jeffrey going, "You're a decent father."
It's funny though, because I know
because you could read it.
I know,
dude. You're a decent father, man. See, that sounds pretty good.
I see the good intention, but when you see it written, it's just like, oh. Word choice matters, and so does intonation.
Yeah, and tone.
That's why if my group chat gets leaked.
Did you ever see when Bill Burr read the? It was like he was reading a court document.
No,
she said no.
Yeah. Oh.
She didn't say no. She said,
"Oh
no."
Yeah. No,
stop. Silly, stop. Yeah. It's all word. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. It's fun. I'll say right now, it's fun.
The guy that popularized running is healthy, Jim Fix, died of a heart attack at 56 while on his daily run.
And that is the point of most of my metaphors in life, guys. That is what I'm speaking about. It's a guy that took care of his heart by far. And you'll read this too. There's marathon runners that have the heart attacks at 28, Type that into the internet.
What type? What in?
Type in heart attacks for young people doing marathons.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. See, I grew up being a runner when I was really young. Just because I liked it. I was at such a young age. But again, it's like you can go out there and you can deadlift and you can train and you can love it. And like this one gentleman today, hurt his bicep doing that.
Ooh.
Just some things happen. And we got to do things that we love. And there's a risk to everything that we do. Just like dating, right? But yeah, you Google some of that stuff and the guys that are out there doing the 100%. Anyways, what else we got, Jeffrey?
Good luck keeping your son in the gym when he's older. Girls will ruin everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Fully understand. That didn't happen to me or my brothers. Actually, my sisters too. Yeah. Guys didn't mess it up for them. We kept training. Hopefully he'll be like me where he still understands that the weightlifting is important for development and stuff, and he's not so caught up.
What extent does vertical pressing work the side delts? Are they mostly acting on the front?
Well, it's a press, so the whole shoulder's contracting for my presses. Even it's fun that my rear delts is such a stabilizing muscle when I'm doing behind the neck press that they're engaged. I don't know percentages or anything like that. Sorry, my friend. I know guys that can do shoulder press and they don't feel it in the shoulders. They feel it in the triceps and their upper chest. So, yeah, it's all about connection for you yourself when you're doing those exercises.
See, I always see those videos where they put the electrodes on them and they say, all right, this is how much activation you're getting from a bicep curl. And then they have the same placement and they say, okay, now this is how much activation you get from a barbell curl with the barbell versus a dumbbell. And they show one so much higher than the other. And I always think to myself, like, it's such a user dependent thing, though. You can't just because you could have one person with dog shit form doing it, or the other person who's got no mind to muscle connection, and the computer's going to say, yeah, this exercise was so much better for you, when you're just not even connected at all in the beginning.
It's a wild thing. Imagine weights, because my point of view on weightlifting, if Danny Hester did that, Danny probably wouldn't even be Mr. Olympia. Danny's one of these guys that could lift anything. He could lift air. And he can develop his body.
Yeah,
super and connected. So again, you can listen to me and you can try some of the stuff, but again, do your own thing. Don't worry about me. Like the guy said about the ab work, he goes, no, I'm going to train my abs all the time. Cool, have fun with it. It doesn't change my life at all.
Any plans to collab with Devin soon? It'd be epic to see the arm comparison.
Arm comparison, like pull against Devin? Are you crazy? Heck no, I ain't gonna pull against Devin. It's like the kid that came up to me the other day. Some kid comes up, hey, I want to do a pull-up challenge. You won, congratulations. Let me finish my workout. Yeah, no, Devin's a monster. I ain't putting myself in that situation. I'll roll with him. But that's about as much as it will do besides party and hang out together. He's freaking awesome. Devin is one of my favorite humans on the planet walking. And he's just a good cat, man. If you don't like Devin, yeah, something wrong with you.
Had to hit the like button. This is some solid wisdom. Smash that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I got to hang out with Gary Goodrich, who was the Canadian champion heavyweights in arm wrestling as well. And then he was, I guess, the week before hanging out with Devin. Just been lucky these last couple months. The people I've been able to collab with and hang out with, it's like-minded people and just great personalities, these people.
I'm about to be 29 and I'm always fucking tired. What do I do?
Check your blood work. Check your blood work. I just had a 26-year-old kid go check his blood work, and this kid's body was messed up on the inside.
Ooh.
At 26 and 29, man, you shouldn't be tired all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I would check, and at least right off at 29, there's something inside that's not working. Hopefully your test comes back and everything is just golden. And so then let's look at how you're eating, how you're sleeping, and go from there. But the first thing I would check is just, let's check the inside, make sure that the engine is running high. Why is this video going so ballistic? This thing is climbing right now. Man, I appreciate everybody jumping on here and stuff.
Okay, we're giving the people what they want.
That's what the people want, right? Boom, boom.
That's right.
Where's the shot? There's the peak.
What the fuck?
What's going on there?
Is that from reverse pressing?
Come here, Mo. No, see,
Yeah.
Mo, you ain't matching that right there. Come on, just stay out there. Yeah, she don't want none of this, guys.
If I have a meal now, how long should I wait before
2 hours.
exercising?
Oh, before exercising? How long does it take you to get to the gym? 5 minutes? Eat and then go. Man, I eat well, but I eat every 2 to 3 hours. And I will end a workout if it's getting close to where I need to eat again. But I was even like when I was really competing at the national level in powerlifting and winning the Mr. Universe and bodybuilding and all that, I would eat at the gym and then be working out a minute later. And I would do my 2 hours and then I would eat again. And if I had more workout to do, I'd start back up and go again. Your body's an amazing thing, but you got to fuel it. And I don't know why. Go back and watch some videos of the guys in the 90s and early 90s and 80s. Go back and look at the guys in the 80s and how their bodies looked, how healthy they looked, skin texture, muscle balance, facially, skin healthiness back in those days. And it was because they were eating every 2 to 3 hours and taking in nutrition in a proper way where they weren't so extreme later on. Food's such an amazing thing. It really is an amazing thing. It is medicine. It's not like medicine. Food is medicine.
Is the easy bar or straight bar better for building bigger biceps?
Don't know. See, questions like that, you're going to do both. And so, like the guy that said earlier, hey, what's a faster way to get the side delts going? Just do the exercises. Your shoulder press, your side laterals, your upright rows, your front raises, your rear delts. And then your body's going to grow the way it grows. And that's going to help, that's stimulation. Then you feed it and then it's going to grow, right? If you recover. The bicep curls. If I said, go do straight bar, like Arnold says, straight bar curls, cheek curls, best bicep in the world for him. He still did other exercises. So there's still other exercises. So it doesn't really work that way. I appreciate the question. I think everybody here loves the question. Hey, is easy curl bar or straight bar better for bigger biceps? They're both great. And like Jeff said earlier, it's like Danny Hester could probably do easy curl bar with 40 pounds and he's going to develop faster biceps than me using 225 on the straight bar. So that's just life in the big city. Do both. Enjoy both. I recommend something that we do is we're choosing front squats for the next 12 weeks, right? So we won't do any more back squats for 12 weeks. And we'll just do front squats and really hit the hamstrings because you don't get no hamstrings on the front quads as much as back squats. So we'll change it up. So change up the exercises. Like for 12 weeks, do straight bar. 12 weeks after that, do easy curl bar. Test it for yourself on that aspect. Most people do this though, just FYI. Straight bar is going to be an exercise a lot of you lose because you're going to go to easy curl bar. It's going to feel better on your body. So you won't go back to straight bar. And by the time you do go back to straight bar, your shoulder's going to be impinged and it's going to hurt your wrist and your range of motion is going to deteriorate. So that's why I think keep both in there.
Best advice for a 51-year-old training at home, just trying to get back in shape at my current weight.
If you can, get back into the gym. I love that you're at home and you're starting. Get back in that atmosphere of the gym and pushing yourself a little bit more. I know you're 51. Lose the thought that 51 is something epic or something. That, I guess I don't know. I just don't use that as a reason to take your time or come slow. Mm-hmm. Attack it. You're 51, but you at times feel like you're 30 again. And I want that person to come out and go, I'm done with the gym. It's not giving me enough. I'm going back. I'm done with training at home. I'm going back to the gym. I want to tussle and get my hands dirty in a real workout. All right. I'd like that for you.
I'm 34 years old, been to the gym just a year and a half long ago. I feel afraid, too old to be a newbie in the gym where 15-year-old kids doing a lot better than me.
All right. Stop that way of thinking. Just stop that way of thinking. What does it matter what? Okay, so that doesn't make sense to me. You're 34. You're your own person. It doesn't matter what the other 34-year-old is doing that's better than you. I know 50-year-olds that are doing better than you. That doesn't change you going to the gym and trying to be the very best you can. That's all that is about. You can't start comparing yourself to others. That's something you should have left in high school. That's over with. You're past 17. I know 16-year-olds that are kicking my ass. You think I'm going to stop? Freak no. It doesn't change anything. Somebody said, and it was a great discussion. There was a movie, Stand By Me. And in it was, I forgot, check the list. Stand By Me. Who are the 4 kids?
Oh, this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the movie
Joaquin
from like
Phoenix,
the 50s, right?
River Phoenix.
River
right?
Phoenix, Will Wheaton, Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connell, Kiefer Sutherland,
Keep going.
Richard Dreyfuss, John Cusack, Suzanne Thorpe, Casey, something.
What was a kid in Training Day with Denzel?
Let's see.
There's a point to this story.
Yeah, it's coming, boys.
There's a huge point to this story, and it has to do with the guy just talking.
Denzel Whitaker?
No, with Denzel Washington. Who was the white guy? Training Day.
Mm-hmm.
He was the lead, really.
Denzel Whitaker?
Okay.
Yeah.
Who started in Training Day? Ethan Hawke. Okay, so
why does that keep popping up then?
So yeah. Ethan Hawke was talking about Stand By Me. I guess it was that movie he was also in somewhere. And Joaquin River Phoenix was in it. And so as such a young kid, he talked about how they did the movie and everything. It was that movie or one of those movies. And then Ethan Hawke stood back and goes, man, this kid's blowing up. And kept going, and Ethan stopped. And then later on, River Phoenix passed away. And so the point of this was that Ethan goes, listen, I was such a kid. I got caught up in this. And it's a great story that everybody should hear. And he goes, it didn't matter that River Phoenix was blowing up. You still have to do you. You can't stop, because it didn't matter that he then River Phoenix passed away. Ethan Hawke was still in the same position he was in, that he put himself in. He stopped acting. And so it's like, I can't stop because somebody else succeeds. I can't stop because somebody else is getting better than me. doing better press than me, or 16-year-old kids are doing better at me at the gym and you're 34. The point is, you've got to keep moving, guys, regardless of what's done around you, what they're doing. And this goes back to when I was growing up, the guys around me that were getting so much stronger and bigger than me. It's like, oh, you can do what they're doing. I'll stay my route. I'll keep doing my thing. I know that if I just stay consistent, I can do the very best for me. And that's all this comes down to. So you at 34, who cares that somebody's doing better? The guy at 51 that's training at home, I want him in the gym. And I want him in there not caring about how everybody else is doing. That there's older guys doing better than him and there's younger guys doing better than him. There's always going to be somebody doing better than you. But you stopping and you worrying about that, that makes no sense to anybody here. We're not that age no more. This isn't high school. We're out of high school. Stop that attitude.
What's the best way to remove a dad bod?
Get started. Dude, start with that nutrition. I don't want nobody here having that dad bod. That's not a cool thing. And is a dad bod, I don't know what, I know a dad bod is just a guy that's overweight and stuff, but is a dad bod somebody that is a dad? Or is it just a term, just like a dad bod?
It's a term.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to.
I don't want any of you guys out there that are dads to have a dad bod. I want you guys showing your kids that you're a beast. Thank you, though. Good question, though. Even the 34-year-old, it was a good question, but I just don't want you thinking that way no more.
Yeah, that's some weak shit. Sorry. I'm a professional.
Yeah, Jeffrey's being unprofessional. He's giving me answers. What do we got, gentlemen, ladies?
What is your average heart rate when you train, or what should we shoot for to build muscle?
Yeah, I try to always get back to like below 90. I always try to get back there before I go again.
All right, so nice.
Yeah, because I'm hyped up and stuff, so it's going to be a little higher than normal. But yeah, I try to get it below 90 before I do my next set. Mostly if we're doing something that takes it and your heart rate hits 130, 140 because you're doing a set of 10 or on deadlifts or squats or something like that. I try to bring it all the way back down.
What's your mindset when you need to do that one more rep, or what gives you that fire to go to the gym every day? Apart from wanting to take care of yourself. Much respect, Mike.
Thank you. What makes me go to the gym every day is just knowing that it's my home. It's my place that I need to go. It's just discipline. Yeah, it's not a mindset thing. I hate this. This is going to sound like an echo, but it really isn't a mindset. It's not a motivation. You go to the gym because that's one thing that you should do. You should train yourself to be stronger, healthier, take care of your body. And that's just a discipline action of it. That way you do it on good days. And I know this sucks, on bad days. It's a good question, though. Was there a second to that? The one rep.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, when you need to push for one more rep.
I don't push for the one more.
Yeah.
I don't train to fatigue. I don't do that. I train to stimulate the muscle. I don't train to fatigue. On days, because I do, there is like once a month or something, I get really nasty and push it, and it's just that's just fun. That's just fun. Tell me the percentage of this. Ooh. Right? That just swims on you right there.
Shit. 52-48.
Whoa, throwback.
It's a 50, basically 50-50.
Yeah, see?
Oh, nice. These are stupid.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Uh-oh.
Nice.
Ah.
Look at this. Snatches it up.
Man, these came out so good.
Right? You just did that.
Oh, I got a couple things to show you guys. Out
You just
there.
popped the
I
top?
just popped the top.
That's
Mo,
all
what
it
the
is.
fuck?
Yeah. What? Isn't that good?
What? I said these came out way better than I
Oh,
expected.
yeah.
No, I'm saying Mike just popped the top.
Man, yeah. There we go. We got a message here. Oh yeah, baby.
So,
Wolfpack, the best.
Wolfpack, thank you so much.
Wolfpack.
Mo, get it. Ooh, that's cozy.
That is cozy. 50-50. Appreciate you so much. You stopped me ending my darkness. Now I push positively to everyone I can. Thanks for saving me.
Wow. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate that so much.
Mike, how did you meet Momo and what convinced you she was the one?
Oh, geez, let me shut the camera off. with
Shut the
this.
camera off on that one. No, leave the room. So I ordered her back a while ago. See, what happened was, she hit on me. She was running Muscle Fitness hers. I was modeling, and she was like, "Hey, dude, let's go out." That's not the story.
Nobody seeing my post on my Instagram.
That's not the story. That's not how it is.
That's
That's not the story. Oh, that's a long one. I'll get on that one. That's a great question.
Hey, can I see what you got there? Whoa, Wolfpack. Let me tap this. Oh, are those patches?
These are patches.
Those are patches. Thank you, Wolfpack. Thank
So these
you.
are cool patches.
Wait, I'm gonna start this again.
I like this.
Let me
Break this one open, Jeff.
yeah, and then I want to pull it because they can't see the texture from back there.
It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
But yeah, we met judging a show, and then I slipped into her DMs, and that started everything.
I'm gonna see if we can get the
I should
texture.
have blocked your ass.
You should have.
Damn it.
She wanted my seed for the young lad.
Nice and 3D.
Let the boy watch.
I don't know what this is. That was with it. It's just a protector. Boom. What do you think of doing pre-exhausting exercises?
I think sometimes that's fun. I think that's fun sometimes. We've done that.
Yeah.
You
lose strength, but you gain more mind-muscle connection. What are your thoughts?
No, let's not do that. Is that a second portion to that?
Yeah, what do you think about doing pre-exhausting exercises, for example, flies for chest, and going to do a bench press? You lose strength, but gain more mind muscle. Thoughts?
So mind to muscle connection is a craft of becoming an elite lifter. Okay. So that's for everybody here. Your goals when you go to weightlifting, I don't know why this isn't more common knowledge, but your goals is you understanding that you're in charge of your body when it comes to nutrition. Then you finding how nutrition works for you. And then you going, okay, I can manipulate 200 this way or 200 that way. And you move. Lifting is, okay, me understanding how to move any bar, any dumbbell, any machine through a movement where you're connected to the muscle and the muscle itself is moving it. So like you're doing back, right? Obviously your arms are moving, but can you minimize the arm usage where the back is pulling more of it instead of the arms? That's moving up the levels of weightlifting. And so do not always support a stim machine getting you to get the mind muscle connection. Keep working at it. Do not always fatigue yourself doing flies and then going to an exercise and doing it. You should be able to squat, barbell bench press, deadlift, and feel it in the muscles that you are trying to work without pre-exhausting, without 10 minutes of posing, without anything of that connection to where you just grab a hold and you're like, I am there. I'm good. I'm feeling it. That's your goal when it comes to weightlifting. So he does have a good point, is there is times you might want to go in there because you're not strong or you're a little beat down. And so you want to do a pre-exhaust. So at least you get some kind of workout in, but it shouldn't be for the aspect of connection. It should be just because you're tired that day and you're not feeling it, or you just want to mix things up and have some fun with the guys and girls, whatever it is. But that would be the reasons for me and my recommendation to anybody out there. And this thing is blowing up.
Sure is.
Wow, man. Thanks for everybody. But it was a good question. But yeah, I just lose that second part of that question. For you guys, I want all of you to be masters at this. And I want all of you to say, like, when you're training back, I'm so connected to my back that my forearms and biceps, because I'll hear that a lot, are not pumped. But your back is, even though you were moving your arms the whole time and they were holding on to it. That's the ultimate goal. I'd like to hear from you guys.
Deadlifting heavy with no injuries. Threw out my back holding my newborn.
There's what we talked about this whole time. That's life.
Shit just happens.
Sorry, brother. Sorry. I hope though, when you threw your back out, you didn't drop the newborn. That's the big one. So hope everything's okay there, my friend. Hey, Momo. Jeffrey, we do just with that phone. Just do a little 5-second with this bad boy on. What do we got here? What are your thoughts on diet drinks? Do you recommend this to help eliminate sugar? I do it for, I love diet. We do diet squirt. We're huge advocates of diet squirt. We love them, mostly at night when you're really hungry. They curb our appetite. And so I love them for that reason. We don't do them to eliminate sugar, though. Yeah. What, sexy butt? What are you saying?
Garfield the cat is too fat.
Garfield's too fat. My son's saying Garfield's too fat. He does look like a Heath Evans, though.
It's so funny.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I know a lot of people freak out about diet drinks and stuff like that. I love them.
This is how it's done, folks. All right, Mike, hit the shot. Ooh.
We're going to get there. We're going to go right here with this. I'm going to look like sophisticated answering a question right here. Well, I'm not answering anything, but it's going to look like it on film. And then we're going to put a song over it. And then we're just going to go, what this right here? All right.
That's it, folks.
There we go. We just did a little. Thank you. And this thing just jumped up again.
Boom. Work smarter, not harder.
There we go.
Boom.
You're going to find that I'm going to believe in the basics, because the basics you can do. You can do it as a teenager like I did. You can do it as a prepubescent kid like I did. And you can do it as a senior citizen like I'm doing. So, and it works. The basics work. And I know that a lot of you want to be so enamored by, today I'm doing this futuristic workout. I got this futuristic diet. I'm doing this incredible diet that's going to help me create this amazing basics and being consistent on the basics and not going up here and not going down here. If you can just stay right here, you're going to be golden. Just for all of you, just so you understand, you'll be golden. You do the basic exercises, keep the range of motion, do the proper nutrition. I can help you with all that, but I can't help somebody that you want a fad thing. You want, the whole, this is what's cool now. This is, I'm going to do 2 hours of cardio and I'm going to fast and I'm going to do no carbohydrates on these days. And I'm just going to do the protein and green drinks. And I'm not going to work with that individual because they're going to be too extreme. And you can't keep that up. And I want you guys to keep this up for a lifetime. That's the one thing I want everybody here to. From the 34-year-old that's just started in the gym this last year and a half, I want you in 10 years to go, wow, I almost gave it up for a reason. I stayed with it, and I'm the best I ever was. And then the Steve Pack, who can't hang out with me anymore because of his wife.
Huh.
Interesting. Jeff's right there, but it's me.
Yeah, crazy.
He's better now at 47 than 37. So on that note, guys, I got to get Jeff out of here. We big days. I got to get out of here. I might have just a nice little steak, rice, and beans for dinner here.
Ooh.
And then little hamstrings and gluten. You up for hamstrings tomorrow?
Let's go.
Let's go a little hamstring action tomorrow morning. Over at Gold's Gym Venice, if you guys are around, you want to come in for working out. If Austin Powers is up for this workout, we'll see you later today.
You ain't down.
Tomorrow.